Hi, I'm Angelina Nguyen, and I'm playing Emma in Being Emma.
Hi, so my name is Valentina Sichko, and I'm 15 years old, and I'm playing character of AJ.
Hi, I'm Scarlett Taylor. I'm Izzy in Being Emma, and I'm age 20.
Hi, I'm Lucy Meanwell, and I'm playing Aunt Vivian in Being Emma.
Hi, my name is Kelsey Dan. I'm playing Emma's mother in Being Emma.
It was really hard doing voice acting because I wasn't really acting it out. I was using my voice, so you have to try to get all of your emotions into your voice. We actually did the same thing at school, but it was Reader's Theater, so we had props and everything like that instead of animation.
I really like doing voiceovers. I love doing anything. I like how it's about being yourself kind of project, like Emma. She's trying to find out how to be herself and stuff. So I really like playing a boyish, coolish girl, and that interests me a lot. So I was hoping I would get AJ, and I did.
Cool. Wait, so you auditioned for Izzy, but you were hoping for AJ?
Yeah. I'm not really girly, so I kind of put in myself also as AJ, hoping that, they would be like, oh, actually she's good for AJ, so it worked.
So, you auditioned originally for Aunt Vivian, and you end up with Izzy. You want to just talk about that, or how do you feel about that?
Well, I don't know. I thought I had an older voice, but I guess not. It's good to have different variations with your voice, so I wasn't too disappointed.
Just good.
I've never done voiceover before, so it was a new experience. And I think it's more in a professional setting. I go a little higher pitched, and I don't know why. It's like my customer service voice comes out. Well, I thought it was a very interesting take on something kids aren't very well educated on. So I never understood two dads coming to school. I'm like, oh well. And that was still the time you could say things at school and they weren't offensive to everyone. So I don't know. I grew up in a very different setting from what kids are going through now. So I feel like educating them young will help them
Okay.
through
Cool.
watching this. But I think the moment between Aunt Viv where it's saying it's okay, just kind of be who you are, because I think when people my age were growing up, it was just so no, you can't do that, stop, don't even try. And if you aren't who you are, then why are you even being someone else? Because eventually you're just gonna turn into that person, and you're not gonna even like yourself.
It was pretty chill, actually. I just went in and I met the production team and I read the lines. And they had me do it twice, but I didn't really get a redirect or anything. And it was a very easy and enjoyable process, yeah. I just thought it was a lovely, lovely script. It's always nice to see LGBTQ positive scripts circling, and this one, especially with a younger audience, I felt it was done in a very sensitive and a very heartfelt way, and as well, it was written, it was very well written too, and the quality of sort of the stories and the characters were interesting. And I also like the fact that it was centered around a little girl, and had a sort of female-driven plotline. That was very cool. Yeah. I think my favorite scene is the last scene. It's the scene where Emma and AJ reconcile, because Aunt Vivian, who I play, is cheering them on, and Emma's mom finally comes to terms with her daughter, who her daughter loves, what her daughter wants in life, and seems to end up being okay with it and embrace that. And I think that is really, really lovely to see in a script, a plot line where that kind of thing doesn't tear a family apart, because that's a very overdone trope, I find. And sort of putting out something hopeful into the world in the form of this piece is really lovely.
So my audition, I read for Aunt Vivian and for Emma's mother. We did it a couple times. I took a couple different directions, and then that was it. It was like maybe 5 minutes or so. I saw the posting, and I thought it would be a fun project to work on. Student films are always like a fun way to try something new, or like get someone who's just starting stuff, as it's a student film, which is cool. And I think the subject matter was pretty cool as well. To talk about a kid within the context of LGBTQ is really different and cool. I grew up doing theater, and I didn't stop, I guess, would be the short answer. I grew up doing a lot of community theater in Barrie, which is where I grew up. And then I went to Sheridan Prep program for a year, and then went to St. Lawrence College for musical theater. I moved to the city being Toronto, about a year and a half ago or so, and I've just sort of said yes to any project I find interesting. This is one of them, so I just think it's more about, like, regardless of if it's film or voice acting or theater, I just want to learn as much as I can and connect with people and do art. I'd say like the end where, well, I guess playing the mother is kind of weird, as the mother's not very accepting at the beginning, and I personally am not, don't fit in that, but I think it's great that it's written that the mother does change her ways and does accept her daughter regardless of how she feels, so I think that's really cool. Maybe my favorite character is AJ, because she doesn't have to, or she doesn't feel self-conscious, she just is who she is, and convinces or encourages Emma to do the same. I wouldn't say I think it's interesting. So Mother obviously comes from a different background than I do personally. I'm part of the LGBTQ community, and also surround myself with other people who are or are allies of the LGBTQ community, so I think it's interesting to look at a different perspective and to see someone who wasn't necessarily surrounded by that and has to go from what she was raised to believe or what her current beliefs are and has to learn how to switch them. I never had to do that. I think it gives a sense of, or gives me a chance to have compassion for someone who might not immediately accept someone who is different because of the way they were raised or because of their background.
Awesome.